everyone, welcome back to Epic Tales of the Mahabharata. I'm Ryan, and today we continue our exploration of this timeless epic. Picking up where we left off in episode 6, we saw how the Pandavas narrowly escaped the burning palace of Flak thanks to Vidura's wisdom, and how they began their journey far away from Hastinapur, where everyone thought them to be dead. In today's episode, we will follow their adventures in the forest, their encounter with the fierce Hidimba, the battle with the monstrous Bakaasura, and the momentous swayamvar of Draupadi. So, let's dive into these captivating tales. After escaping the deadly trap set by Duryodhana and Shakuni, the Pandavas, along with their mother Kunti, found themselves wandering in the dense forests, disguised as Brahmins to avoid detection. They moved from village to village, living a life of simplicity and hardship. Despite escaping the fire, they were apprehensive of the dangers lurking ahead. One evening, as the sun set and darkness began to envelop the forest, the Pandavas decided to rest under a large banyan tree. However, they were not alone in the forest. In the depths lived a powerful Rakshasa named Hidimba, a fierce and terrifying being who feasted on human flesh. His mouth started watering as soon as he smelled humans in the forest. He commanded his sister Hidimbi to kill the humans and serve him. Hidimbi did not like killing people, but she feared her cruel brother's wrath. Hidimbi was awestruck by the sight of the Pandavas, particularly Bhim, who stood out. She promptly dismissed her brother's command and transformed into a beautiful damsel. She revealed her true identity to Bhim and begged him to leave the forest before her brother arrived. But Bhim, fearless and protective of his family, refused to flee. He decided to confront Hidimba and protect his brothers and mother. As night fell, Hidimba arrived, his eyes blazing with hunger and fury. Seeing his sister standing beside Bhim, he roared, accusing her of betrayal. A fierce battle ensued between Bhim and Hidimba. The forest shook with the force of their blows as they wrestled. Bhim lifted Hidimba high but smashed him to the ground, instantly killing him. Hidimbi, grateful for Bhim's bravery and captivated by his valor, expressed her desire to marry him. Kunti and the other Pandavas recognized her devotion and the role she played in saving them, agreed to the union. Bhim and Hidimbi were married, and soon after, they had a son named Ghatotkacha, who grew up to be a formidable warrior and mastered the secrets of wielding weapons of all kinds. However, Bhim could not stay with Hidimbi forever. His duty towards his mother and brothers compelled him to return. After ensuring that Hidimbi and Ghatotkacha were safe, he bid them farewell and rejoined the Pandavas on their journey. Though their time together was brief, Hidimbi's love and Bhim's courage had forged a bond that would endure forever. As the Pandavas continued their journey, they came upon a village named Ekachakra. It was plagued by a terrible demon named Bakaasura, who terrorized the villagers, demanding regular food and sometimes even humans. The villagers lived in constant fear, having no choice but to comply with his demands. Bakaasura was sent a cartload of food every day. The Asura ate the food, bullocks drawing the cart, and the driver. Kunti learned about the situation and she insisted on sending her son Bhim. She said that Bhim could kill the mighty and great Rakshasas effortlessly, as his strength had no match. The villagers, though fearful, agreed, and Bhim set out with the cart full of food to confront the demon. When Bhim reached Bakaasura's lair, he calmly sat down and began eating the food himself, much to the surprise and anger of Bakaasura, who arrived to claim his meal. Furious at Bhim's audacity, Bakaasura attacked. But Bhim, undeterred, fought back with great ferocity. The battle between Bhim and Bakaasura was intense. However, Bhim, with his immense power, eventually overpowered the demon. He lifted Bakaasura above his head and hurled him to the ground, breaking his spine and killing him instantly. Bhim carted Bakaasura's dead body to Ekachakra and left it on the roadside for public view. Once again, the Pandavas had brought justice and relief to those in need. Killing Bakaasura was no ordinary news. So Kunti and her sons moved out of Ekachakra as they were possibly discovered. As the Pandavas continued their journey, news of a grand event reached their ears. The swayamvar of Draupadi, the princess of Panchal. Draupadi's father, Draupad, had organized this swayamvar, inviting the princess and warriors from all over Bharat to compete for her hand in marriage. The Pandavas, disguised as Brahmins, decided to attend the event. Arjun was keen on participating as he had heard about Draupadi's beauty from his cousin Krishna. The swayamvar was a grand spectacle with the royal court of Panchal filled with the most illustrious kings and warriors of the time. Among them were Duryodhan, Karna, Shakuni, Krishna, and many others. The challenge set by King Draupad was formidable. Whoever could string a mighty bow and shoot an arrow through the eye of a rotating fish, all while looking at its reflection in the water, would win Draupadi's hand. The land's greatest warriors attempted the challenge but failed. It was now Karan's turn. His golden armor shone brightly and his earrings dazzled. He picked up the bow effortlessly and was about to shoot when a few princes objected. How can a charioteer's son participate in swayamvar reserved for the princess? Draupadi also rejected Karna and said that she did not wish to marry a man born in the Sudra caste. Karna bore the humiliation again and retreated to his seat. Arjun stepped forward, raising the bow, strung it gracefully. Whispers filled the air as the crowd wondered if this Brahmin could succeed where so many warriors had failed. But Arjun, with his unmatched skill and focus, strung the bow with ease. With a single, flawless motion, he released the arrow, striking the eye of the fish and fulfilling the challenge. The court erupted in applause as Draupadi stepped forward to place the garland around Arjun's neck, signaling her acceptance of him as her husband. Draupadi saw a pleasant smile on Krishna's lips, an assurance that the Brahmin was a formidable groom for her. All cheered for the Brahmin, but a handful of participants wanted to nullify this victory, as the contest was only meant for the warrior class. Krishna used this commotion well and helped Pandavas escape with Draupadi out of the city. Drishtyadum, Draupadi's brother, followed them because he wanted to know the real identity of the Brahmin who had won Draupadi. He was glad to see the Pandavas alive and that Draupadi was married to Arjun, King Draupadi's choice. He returned happily to his father and narrated the events. King Draupadi was overjoyed. In today's episode, we journeyed through the forest with the Pandavas, witnessing their encounter with the fierce Hidimba, Bhim's battle with Bakaasura, and the momentous swayamvar of Draupadi. These stories highlight the courage, strength, and destiny guiding the Pandavas on their path and hint at the challenges and conflicts ahead. As we reflect on these tales, we see the themes of love, duty, and justice intervening with the ever-present undercurrents of rivalry and ambition. The characters we meet, Hidimba, Bakaasura, and Draupadi, each play a crucial role in shaping the destiny of the Pandavas and the epic itself. Before we conclude, here are 3 questions to ponder. Question number 1. Why did Bhim marry Hidimbi? And what was their son's name? Question number 2. How does Bhim's battle with Bakaasura illustrate the Pandavas' commitment to justice? Question number 3. What was the challenge in Draupadi's swayamvar? Thank you for joining me on this journey through the Mahabharata. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to subscribe and share it with your friends. Stay tuned for our next episode. We'll continue exploring the Mahabharata epic saga. Until then, stay curious and keep exploring the epic tales of our past. Namaste.